Picture a world-class athlete who constantly defies the odds, pushing the boundaries of human potential and breaking records that were once thought unattainable. Now imagine this. The same athlete was once a broken, defeated, and self-destructive individual, stuck in a life with apathy and addiction, no sense of direction or purpose. The transformation seems impossible, but it's not some kind of fairy tale or stroke of luck that led to this metamorphosis. It was the result of unyielding commitment to becoming the absolute best version of themselves. Let's delve deeper into this athlete's journey. As a teenager, they were lost in a world of drugs, alcohol, reckless behavior, spiraling further and further into the abyss with every passing day. Friends and family tried to intervene, but their pleas fell upon deaf ears. It seemed as though nothing could have saved them from their self-destructive path. One day, however, a near-death experience shook them to their core. They realized that life is fragile. They've been squandering their time, and there are devastating consequences to their choices. It was a harsh, cold awakening, but it ignited a fire within them that would change everything. This athlete made a decision. No more excuses, no more half-hearted attempts at change. They were going to become the best version of themselves, no matter the cost. They fought tooth and nail to overcome their addictions, endured countless setbacks, and faced their demons head-on. The path was treacherous, but they persevered. They were fueled by an unwavering determination to transform their life. As the years went on, the athlete discovered their passion for sports, and it soon became their salvation. They threw themselves into training, pushing their body and mind to the limit day after day. Through sweat, blood, and tears, they began to rise from the ashes of their former self, gradually unlocking the untapped potential that had laid dormant within them for so long. Now this athlete stands as a testament to the power of resilience, discipline, and the relentless pursuit of self-improvement. Their story is a stark reminder that no matter how dire our circumstances may seem, each and every one of us has the ability to transform ourselves and achieve greatness. But this transformation won't just fall into our laps. Step 1. Brutal self-assessment. This is the cold, hard truth. If you're serious about becoming the best version of yourself, the first thing you need to do is take a long, brutal look in the mirror, my friend. You need to face the reality of who you are, right now, and acknowledge the areas where you're falling short. No sugarcoating, no denial, and certainly no dang excuses. Only through unflinching self-assessment can you begin to identify the flaws and weaknesses that hold you back. You gotta stop rationalizing. It's easy to do, most people do it. Look at a situation as if you were someone else, maybe someone you respect. Watch yourself act as if you're not yourself. Be unbiased, as that's the only way you can see the truth. Start by asking yourself these tough questions that you've been avoiding. What habits are you clinging on to that keep you stagnant? What self-defeating thoughts and beliefs have you allowed to fester in your mind? Are you blaming others or external circumstances for your shortcomings instead of just taking responsibility for your actions? Now, I'm not saying that you should wallow in self-pity or tear yourself down. This process is not about self-flagellation. It's about getting real with yourself and identifying the areas that need improvement. It's about breaking free from the comfortable lies and delusions that keep you trapped in mediocrity. Step 2. Ruthless goal setting. Now that you've ripped away the veil of self-deception and faced your flaws head-on, it's time to get serious about that future. And let me be clear, this isn't about setting cute, vague goals like be a better person or find happiness. No, we're talking about ruthless goal setting, defining clear, specific, and measurable objectives that will propel you towards becoming the best version of yourself. First, determine the areas of your life that need the most improvement. Consider the brutal self-assessment you just completed and use that insight to identify the aspects where change is most desperately needed. And trust me, everybody has those areas. This could be your career, relationships, health, or personal growth. Next, set concrete goals that are ambitious, yet attainable. Don't be afraid to push yourself, but also be realistic about what's possible given your current circumstances and resources. Break down your long-term objectives into smaller, manageable milestones that you can work towards easily on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. But here's where it gets hardcore. Commit to these goals with every ounce of determination and grit you have. Write them down, visualize them, constantly remind yourself of what you're striving for, who you're striving for. Hold yourself accountable and refuse to accept failure as an option. Be relentless in your pursuit of these objectives, and when any obstacles inevitably arise, face them head-on with unwavering resolve. Step 3. Unrelenting self-discipline. If you think you've come this far and things are just about to get easier, think again. Achieving your ruthless goals requires unrelenting self-discipline, which means that you're gonna need to dig deeper than you ever have before. Brace yourself, because this journey is not for the weak-willed or the easily deterred, the quitters, as they say. Self-discipline is the ability to control your impulses, to resist temptation, and constantly make choices that align with your long-term objectives. It's the driving force that keeps you on track where motivation wanes, and it's the secret weapon that separates those who just dream from those who do. To develop unrelenting self-discipline, start by identifying your weaknesses and triggers. What situations or habits cause you to stray from your goals? What temptations constantly derail your progress? Once you've identified these weak points, make a conscious effort to eliminate or minimize them. This may involve cutting ties with toxic relationships, avoiding environments that encourage bad habits, or establishing strict boundaries around your time and energy. Next, create a daily routine that supports your goals and reinforces your commitment to self-discipline. Set a consistent sleep schedule, prioritize regular exercise, and carve out time for focused work on your objectives. Avoid distractions and make a conscious effort to stay organized and efficient in all aspects of your life. Finally, hold yourself accountable for all of your actions, choices, and progress. Track your performance, evaluate your successes and failures, and adjust your approach as needed. Don't let setbacks or obstacles deter you. Instead, view them as opportunities to learn, grow, and hone your self-discipline. Step 4. Relentless self-improvement. If you made it to this point, congratulations. But don't get too comfortable because now it's time to focus on relentless self-improvement. Yeah, that's right. There's no more resting on your laurels or basking in your accomplishments. You need to be on a never-ending quest to level up, pushing your limits and refining your skills. Self-improvement isn't just about getting better at your chosen profession or acquiring new talents. It's about honing your mental, emotional, and physical capabilities to make a stronger, more resilient, and adaptable version of yourself. It's about understanding that you're never done growing, learning, or evolving. To engage in relentless self-improvement, identify areas of your life that need improvement and create a plan to address them. This could involve learning new skills, seeking out opportunities for growth, or challenging yourself to overcome your fears and limitations. Dedicate time every day to your personal development, whether it's reading, taking classes, or practicing a new skill. Surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you to be better. Seek out mentors, join groups or communities that have shared interests, and engage in constructive discussions that push your thinking and expand your horizons. Set aside time each day or week to evaluate your progress, analyze your choices, assess your overall well-being. Reflect on your actions, your thoughts, and your emotions, and ask whether they align with your goals, values, and the person you aspire to be. When you identify areas that need judgment and adjustment, don't hesitate to make changes. Adaptation is a crucial part to personal growth and success. It allows you to course correct and stay aligned with your objectives. Be focused listening to feedback from others, and don't be afraid to seek out different perspectives that can shed light on your blind spots. Remember, relentless self-improvement is a lifelong commitment. Embrace the challenge, and remember that the journey of personal growth is as important as the destination. The path to becoming the best version of yourself ain't easy. It is a harsh, unforgiving, unloving war that requires an unparalleled level of commitment and resilience. But if you're willing to put in the work, face the cold, hard truth, and push through every obstacle that stands in your way, you will rise above that mediocrity that plagues the lives of so many. Choice is yours. Embrace the challenge and become the person you were meant to be, or continue to wallow in complacency and watch your potential wither away. It starts with setting goals for yourself. If you feel you're a person that can get through the pain, fight to not be that person. You need to have a clear vision of where you want to be in life, and then you need to create a plan to get there. But discipline isn't just about setting goals. It's about having the mental toughness to stick with those goals even when things get hard. David Goggins says, "The mind is the most powerful thing in the world. The mind has capabilities that are so unknown, and being able to tap into that is on the other side of suffering." That's the key. You need to be willing to suffer in order to achieve your goals. You need to be willing to push through the hard times and keep going even when you don't want to. You need to thrive on pain, on discomfort, because the truth is suffering and discomfort are a part of life. You're not getting away from them. Spreading yourself too thin. We all have a limited amount of time and energy, and if we try and do too much within that time and energy span, we're not going to be able to achieve our true potential. This is a lesson that many people have to learn the hard way. The great example is a man who thought he could do it all. He wanted to be a professional athlete, a successful entrepreneur, and a great family man. He was trying to be the jack of all trades, but he ended up being the master of none. This man was always busy, always on the go, always working on something, always chasing his dreams. But the truth is, he was spreading himself too thin, and it was holding him back from achieving his true potential. You can't cook an omelet if the house is on fire. The reality is that in order to be part of the 1%, you need to have laser focus. You need to be willing to put in the time and effort to become the best in a given area. You can't try to do everything at once, or you'll never be able to achieve your true potential. Take Steve Jobs, for example. He didn't try and do everything at once. He was focused on making the best products possible, and he did it better than anyone else. He was obsessed with perfection, and he wasn't afraid to make tough decisions in order to achieve it. Or take Henry Ford. He revolutionized the auto industry by focusing on one thing, making cars that were affordable and reliable. He didn't try to make airplanes or boats or anything else. He focused on making the best cars possible, and as a result, he changed the world. You need to find your passion and commit to it fully. You need to be willing to put in time and effort to become the best in your field. And you need to be willing to sacrifice other things in order to achieve your goals. The great Bruce Lee once said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." You need to find your kick, and you need to practice it until you're the best in the world. Neglecting growth and learning. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is thinking that education ends once you leave school. They believe that once they've reached their degree, you don't need to learn anything else, but the truth is, education and learning should never stop. I had two friends who graduated from college together. They both had the same degree and the same opportunities ahead of them. One of the friends, we'll call him Tim, believed that he didn't need to learn anything else. He had his degree and he was ready to start his career. The other friend, we'll call him John, had a different mindset. He believed that learning never stops. He read books, attended seminars, and sought out mentors who could help him grow. He was constantly seeking to improve himself, even though he already had a degree. Fast forward a few years, Ted had hit a wall in his career. He wasn't advancing and he wasn't getting any new opportunities. He wasn't willing to put in the work to grow, not just in his career, but as a person. Learning means not only mastering your field further, but expanding in all horizons of your life. John, on the other hand, was excelling. He had taken on new challenges. He had become an expert in his field, and he was constantly learning. And as a result, he achieved amazing things, and, well, continues to, naturally. The lesson here is that neglecting growth can hold you back from achieving your full potential. There are two mindsets when it comes to learning. The first is a fixed mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe that their intelligence and abilities are set in stone. They don't believe that they can change or improve. This is dangerous because it holds you back, keeps you in the same spot forever. The other is a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe that their abilities can be developed through hard work and dedication. They believe that they can improve and grow no matter what their starting point is. A person who knows a lot about a field realizes he knows very little. And on the other side of the coin, the person who knows little is under the misconception that, he knows a lot. In the words of the great Albert Einstein, I have no special talent. I'm only passionately curious. You need to be passionately curious. You need to be constantly seeking to learn and grow. You need to have a growth mindset. And you need to be willing to put the work in to achieve your goals. Embrace fear. I know it sounds scary the way I just said it, like a demon, but embrace it. Don't let it hold you back from achieving your dreams. As the great Franklin D. Roosevelt once said, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Don't let fear control you. Take risks, step outside your comfort zone, and do things that scare you. So, what are you waiting for? Turn off that phone, laptop, whatever, and start. The journey has to begin now, and it should. I know from personal experience, if you're at any point saying, I will get to it tomorrow, assume that you're going to say the same thing tomorrow and get it done today.